One of the joys of traveling the world is trying new and exotic dishes. But the unwary traveler needs to take great care when trying unfamiliar cuisine. Added to that is the dilemma of different table manners not found at home. Many Asian cultures will provide finger bowls with certain foods or between courses. To avoid offending your host, or at worst, causing severe embarrassment to yourself, don't drink from them. This may appear to be obvious advice, but in Vietnam, the bowl of weak tea in front of you is in fact a finger bowl. Tea is often used for the washing of hands as it acts as a mild detergent. For drinking tea, the Vietnamese use teacups that are much smaller in size. In Brazil, eating with your fingers is frowned upon, even if you purchased your meal from a street stall. Brazilians will use napkins or toothpicks to eat with when they're eating on the street. A couple was invited to an Indian diplomat and his wife for dinner. The table was laid out with all the best crockery, the best cutlery, and the evening started very, very formally. But it soon became like a meeting between friends. And at the end of the night, the hostess admitted, "If I'd known you were so nice, I wouldn't have laid out the artillery." You see, cutlery is used like weaponry against the enemy to impress. And in fact, the Indians don't even eat with cutlery most of the time. In Egypt, if you're having difficulty deciding what to order when dining with your host, you may not get much advice. If you ask your host what they're going to order, they might only reply, "meat." It's fruitless attempting to elicit a more specific answer, as you probably won't get one. It may be more useful asking your waiter. Drinking is also an important part of the dining experience. And in Eastern Europe, it's best to follow the local customs. If you're drinking vodka and your glass is empty, leave it on the table so it can be refilled. Holding up the glass while refilling is considered bad luck. To avoid insulting your host, never refill your own glass, no matter how thirsty you may be. Also, don't ever piggyback a second toast on someone else's. This is considered rude. 2 toasts equal 2 separate shots of vodka. So doing it the right way may well hasten your descent into drunkenness much faster than you were expecting. But being superstitious is not only the domain of Eastern Europe. In Myanmar, be careful what you offer a pregnant woman. The Burmese believe that eating bananas will make the baby fat, and chili will make its hair sparse. The Chinese place great importance on symbolism with food. Oranges represent many suns, and are usually given to engaged couples. The pits inside oranges indicate size of the future family. The word for fish in Cantonese is yu, and means plenty. Fish will be served during the last meal before the Lunar New Year, to signify the next year will be plentiful. But it's not normally served to eat. So no matter how tempting it looks, don't touch it, as this may bring about a less plentiful year. Incidentally, be very careful how you pronounce your order in Chinese. I know an adventurous international executive who thought he was ordering a certain dish from his Chinese waitress, when in fact he was asking her to take her clothes off. Bon appetit, actor.
Thanks.